Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, which means we have a new Atomic Shop weekly update that starts today, Tuesday, October 14th. It goes to next Tuesday, October 21st, 2025. All right, featured section here looks pretty cool there. Tattooz set, 800 items. Very interesting for sure that they been doing this the last couple of weeks. I know last week they brought out like a mohawk hairstyle, and I haven't seen them do this stuff in a very, very long time, like years worth kind of deal. But that's nice that they're kind of bringing that stuff back. A Robopaw cat, 800 atoms. So this is probably a pet we have here in the game. So I believe it was a month or two ago we had like a robot dog, not a Collectron, but an actual robot dog. Looks very similar to the Collectron version that we have. But I believe this is like a robot version of a cat you can have as a pet. So that's pretty cool. A&D vendor bought 700 items. So that's pretty cool here. We have a couple of variations. We have a red one, which is the OG version, which is the one that I have here in the game. And there's also like a blue and white one, like a Blue Ridge Caravan version. These are pretty cool. So they don't move around on their tracks, but their upper torso and their arms move a little bit. It does make sound, okay? And it does have to be near a generator for it to actually move. Now, whether it's hooked up to power or not, what I mean by that, by close to a generator, of course, it doesn't take a wired connection, but it'll still show up as a vendor on the maps. Just kind of keep a little FYI there. The very nice one for sure. Deathclaw Slow Roaster. Again, very nice camp resource. We go through our daily, weekly challenges here a lot on the channel, and this not only collects meat, but cooks it at the same time. So it counts as a meat-based meal and a cooked meal. It doesn't matter what mutation you are. Even if you're a herbivore mutation, you have daily, weekly challenges where you have to eat a meat-based meal or a cooked meal. If you have a camp resource like this, they'll just save you a whole whack of time and get her done. So we talk about these camp resources like this one here a lot on the channel. It's a fair size, as you can see, and you see it in my daily, weekly challenge videos. Very well worth to get for sure. That's probably about 500, 700 atoms. I do have a video on it here I made when it first came out. I think it was like a year and a half ago or two, but you can check that out. Ghoul Cutout set. That's pretty cool. 500 atoms. Oh, that's pretty sharp. Nice little cardboard cutout. Cool. Spore plant bed. 20% off or 400 atoms. This was out a couple weeks ago, but I don't think it was on sale. Very nice. It does kind of, if you do interact with it, the plant does come down and eat your little guy there or little girl and spits it out. Quite something to watch, actually. Look at this bad boy here, Red Rocket Coffee Machine, 20% off or 400 atoms. 100% worth it. A very good deal, especially how it's on sale. So we have the OG one, which I show you all the time here in the channel. This is just another variation of it. But if you already have a coffee machine, there's really no sense of getting this one. It's just a reskin of the OG one because, of course, we only have one coffee machine per camp, unless you really like the look of it. But again, it will produce 4 canned coffee passively while you play the game. And canned coffee will also count as pre-war food. And it's good for the AP. You guys see me use canned coffee all the time. Very well worth it, especially 400 items on sale. Yeah. Turkey Buzzard, 20% off or 400 items. Very quite something. I might actually buy that for my Halloween camp. Yeah, I might buy that for the Halloween camp. A glowing skull bobber, 250 items. Fishing rod, glowing skull bobber mod. Nice. Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one right there, guys. Wow. All right, sales. Suburban Living Bundle, 20% off. Original cost is $1,800. Discount is $360. Got some nice items in here. Again, always take a look at the description before you buy, so you know exactly what you're getting. Just don't look at the pictures. But we talked about this one here. This one here has been in the shop at least several times the last couple months. This Rough Patch Planter Kit. This was actually a rank 100 reward for Season 11 scoreboard back in the day. and very overpowered fences for sure. They snap together like they kind of act as floors. That's where they're at. They snap together really well. You can actually build a camp out of this. You guys have seen a very old camp of mine, but the walls are like indestructible. They're quite something. Of course, this bad boy here, the thirst quenching. So again, 20% offers. The cost is 1,500. Discount is 300. And again, we talked about this one here many times last week. A couple of you commented in the comments. Nuka-Cola Quantum Collectron Station, 100% worth it. Even if you buy the bundle, it being on sale, very well worth it because we're always looking for specialty Nuka-Cola products like grape, orange, twist, quantum, cranberry. And this guy here will collect it all on top of the odd bottle or two purified water and nuclear waste. 100% worth it. You guys have seen all 10 of my cams. We talk about a lot here in the channel between this one and the OG reddish orangey one that we got like, I don't know, season 4 or whatever it was. But again, very well worth it. We talk about this a lot in the channel. Spick and Span bundle, 20% off, whereas the cost is 1,800. Discount is 360. Again, nice little clean items here if you're looking for the nice clean camp. Grease Goblin bundle, 30% off, whereas the cost is 1,500. Discount is 450. Some nice items in here. Some nice vehicle set, backpack, skin. That's a weapons workbench right there. Pretty cool. Gilly netting bundle, 50% off. Whereas the cost is 1,800. Discount is 900. Now, it's a little pricey for what it is. It is, again, it's might be, you can see the different types of armor it goes with and etc. But again, this armor, those armors you might not even use. Okay, so make sure you read the description so you know what armor it goes with. If you don't use any of that armor, there's no point getting it. All right, little FYI there. Other than that, Gilly backpack, that looks pretty cool, but that's still quite pricey for what it is. Wildwood Tavern bundle, 30% off. Original cost is 1,200. Discount is 360. Very popular prefab here in the game. See it around like literally all the time. Yeah, and it's a good size too. You can pretty much just have that as your camp. A little prefab there. Snack Shack bundle, 50% off. That's more like it. Original cost is 1,500. Discount is 750. Again, nice little prefab in here as well. Farm Life bundle, 50% off. Original cost is 1,500. Discount is 750. That's what, when they make these bundles on sale, that's what it should be, 50% off. Yeah, they'll probably sell a lot more if they did that. Greatest hits, best the best. We got some nice items in here. Look at that bad boy there. Flatwoods Monster Bundle, 30% off. Original cost is 1,800. Discount is 540. Again, make sure you read the description so you know exactly what you're getting. Look at that. We have that Flatwoods Monster paint for the Alien Disintegrator. Very rare kind of paint. Only pops up in this bundle. Not very often by itself. Not very often, if at all. Haunted Bell Tower bundle, 30% off. Original cost is 1,500. Discount is 450. Very nice. Very nice little prefab. They're very small, but tall. You know what I mean? Yeah, pretty different there. I believe there's a bell up there, and if you hit the bell, it makes like a haunted, kind of has like a little music tone to it there. It's pretty cool. I don't have it, but I've tried it out in other players' camps. Wasteland Bandit costume, 20% off or 640 atoms. A little pricey for that. This bad boy here, look at this vampire costume, guys. 20% off for 640 atoms. This is a definite yes. I will be buying this 100%. I waited for that last year. It didn't even pop up last year, and here we go. So I will be buying that. Grim Reaper outfit. So I currently have this on my character right now. So if you watch the daily, weekly challenge videos, you'll see me wearing this. This came out last year. Very nice outfit. I like it. Torture Rack Workbench, 50% off for 250 atoms. So that is a Tinker's Workbench. Okay, so you must have that planned. And again, it will, I think it does move. Okay, pretty cool. It's a good size, though. That's the only thing I don't like about it is the size. Skeleton Wheelbarrow, 50% off for 125 atoms. It's basically just a camp decoration. And we have Snake Torch. Haven't seen this for a while. 50% off for 125 atoms. Yeah, nice. See the size of it there. Cool. Workshop expanded, so the watering hole 20% off or 560 items. Haven't seen this for quite a while. Destroy camp kit 20% off or 560 items. Nice little camp kit there. You can make this little Halloween set if you so wish. Nuka-Cola wallpaper set. Wow, they're bringing out all the good stuff this week, guys. Wow, 20% off or 640 items. Wow. Look at that wallpaper. Man. Wow. Cookie jar. So we talk about this guy here again a lot on the channel. Nice little cookie jar here. He will collect the odd snack or two. I actually have a video on this when it first came out, maybe about 2.5 years ago or so. Nice little camp resource. It'll collect fancy lad snack cakes, funnel cake, s'mores, mud cookies. Awesome. And some of that stuff will count as either cake, pie, or candy and pre-war food at the same time. Nice little camp resource there. Usually about 500, 700 items. I hope it's not 700 items, but hopefully it's on sale. A robot Steins display case, 20% off for 400 items. Not a big fan of these myself, to be honest. Hot tub, 20% off for 400 items. It's the OG hot tub right here. Very nice. Now, if you complete the Mischief Night event, there's a much nicer hot tub as a reward. I have that in my camp. I actually showed it off during yesterday's daily challenge video. And yeah, Monday the 13th, that video there. And yeah, it blows this one right out of the water, the one we get for free. Just saying. Drum set, 20% off for 400 atoms. Again, you do get a little bit of buff from this. Darkwood laminate, 20% off for 400 atoms. It's a little type of flooring there. Welcome home sign, 20% off for 400 atoms. That's pretty cool. Counts as a light. Powering up Appalachia, we have the industrial power bundle the last 6 days for this guy, 1,300 atoms. Powering up bundle, 30% off. Original cost is 1,500, discount is 450. Again, these are all just reskins of your different types of generators, small, medium, large, and fusion. You must have those original plans in order to apply these skins, okay? They aren't actual generators, they're just skins and paints. All right, just an FYI there. Coal Tower, 800 items. Nice little prefab there. I have yet to see this in the Wasteland. Looks fairly large. Company Repair bought 700 items. Some of you had mentioned in the comments that you guys find it's worth to get. Now, if your items in your camp are fully destroyed, it will not repair those. But the items in your camp that are partially destroyed, it will repair those. All right. So again, it's not a Collectron, even though it looks like one, but just a little FYI there. Coal dust paint, 30% off for 560 atoms. This is for the excavator power armor only. Doesn't happen very often, but it does. Dig site dynamo shelter generator, 500 atoms, only for your shelter. Shelter only. Equipment shed stash, 30% off at 350 atoms. It's a good size stash box, looks kind of cool. And industrial pipes, 350 atoms. Sure. Special offers. Look at that. We have a spooky ghost icon. That's pretty cool. Free for everyone. Let's go ahead and unlock that bad boy. Now, every day, I always recommend, even if you play for about 5-10 minutes, always come to the special offer section and get your free item. Today just happens to be a free scrap kit. I don't really use these guys. They're the only ones I don't use, actually. I use everything else, but they're usually utility items, and sometimes there's lunch boxes here, etc. Again, I recommend coming here at least every day and claim your free item, because why not? Air guitar pose, 50% off for 200 atoms. Pretty cool. Haven't seen that being offered for a while. Mass marketing bundle, 50% off. Original cost is 1,000. Discount is 500. Some nice little signs here. Oh, that's a nice one. Some of them have the the lights there. That's pretty cool. That's actually not that bad. Of course, the Nuka-Cola light up clock. This is the free /bonus items for Fallout First members only for the month of October 2025. And I was going to do a video on it there, but it's just a light up clock. Nothing real special there. And of course, we do have these previous seasons from the last year or two for Fallout First. They are on sale. So if you kind of missed out on those particular seasons where these were being offered, you can kind of get them right here. It's good that they still do this, but I wish they changed them out more frequently. You know what I mean? Than a month or a month and a half, whatever it is. Wish they changed them out, but yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, the vampire costume. Let's do it because we can. What else was it here, Jim? Yeah, I think that was it. Oh yeah, this guy, Turkey Buzzard. There we go. Last couple of weeks, I've been buying some stuff. You guys have seen that. Interesting. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Whiffen, Heather, White Tribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Nummy But Me, Yes Me, That's Me, Drew Ranger, Way Warner, John TJ59, Picaresque, Grinch, Trenton, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Dan Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Foltz, Adolfo Perez, Ozzy's 1, Ricardo 186, Eric R. Shepard. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day. That little cat, that looks pretty cute, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know.